the time. They've got to think space and awareness. And I know Brian Smith is saying we've got to see what's on and play what's in front of us. They're in their 22 there, but Cipriani's a bit flatter than he's been earlier. Flood's up there, he's challenging, he knows there's not too much behind, and Pienaar loses it. England gained 40 metres and they keep the ball.
It's been quite an even half, hasn't it, with January having that chance. Armitage down in the corner, caught by Botha. England didn't take their opportunity from the 5-metre scrum. South Africa did. I suppose the key difference is the charge down. Cipriani looking for Noon. Doesn't seem to be kicking ball away.
Well, I think England, it's a very unusual kick, a sort of a half club to that area, but Peterson reads this situation well. England clearly thought there was space.
And when it comes off your hero, that kind of chip. Habana, so often the hero for South African rugby. 31 tries in his 46th test today. Pienaar. Cipriani, that'll ricochet and it'll fall for Yannick du Plessis. In comes Jamie New, and that's a very important challenge, and so too now will be Paul Sakis and Conrad Jantjes. Well, Lee Mears has come flying out a tree somewhere. Pierre Spies. Well, he's got great pace, he's not going to use his power there, the number 8. January. Aggressiveness from England, halfway through the sin bin period. Aggressive defence.
Move your hands!
And that part of the England game has gone well in
no offence there, went down the ground straight away.
This autumn international period so far, the defence. Disappointed with the conceding of the short-range try today, but didn't really legislate for those charge downs, and before that it was pretty tight against the Pacific Islanders and Australia too. Another penalty.
Ruben Pienaar will look to go downfield territory, very much in favour for South Africa now, because they've got this lead. They can say to England, play from deep. John Smith, there you go, he's technically very good. He was 10 out of 10 line-out throws against Scotland, and that's a perfect through the legs. Now Pienaar, is he thinking about going for a 55-metre goal?
I think he thinks we're on the high veld, doesn't he? But we saw earlier that he got the distance. It was not his best kick, but he got the distance. This now inside his own half, an altogether different proposition.
That's very interesting, isn't it? Pienaar doesn't play a fly half that much for South Africa, but he's got a lot of international experience, as has January. 59 caps for South Africa to 9 for Kerr and Cipriani, and we are seeing that inexperience at the moment. He won't stop playing, he won't lose his nerve, but inexperience, naivety is hurting England. That's a statistic that has been very telling in this first half.
Well, can Pienaar do it from there? No, he can't. He had to sacrifice the direction as well because he was really straining.
Wait!
Gone beyond his limit.
Wait! Okay.
Watch out for the spiral bomb.
Up from Jantjes, who is dropping, and it's Haskell's in the end, and now it's hacked on by Jantjes, who started all of this. Monya has carried this over and avoids the 5-metre scrum.
Basic errors from England. Now, that ball should never been allowed to bounce. Jantjes is a very fine high ball kicker, but that one was mishit. It went too far, it span back, and England are looking very indecisive. And I want someone to get hold of this team. Monya, by the way, did ever so well. He had to carry that back. That was hard, but now South Africa have a good position, and they've cut the line out. They've cut the line out. Berger is a dangerous midfield runner. De Villiers is an option. Big, powerful men at 10-12.
Smith throws, and it's down from Matfield, and now it's his forward mate Berger, and then De Villiers. And it's South Africa pushing for this score just before half-time. Habana still. January. Up comes Tom Rees, pushing that offside line. Pienaar, pressure on him as well. Berger going backwards, but now South Africa going forwards with Jean de Villiers again. January, Berger, England flying out with Easter this time. He's got his hands on it. But it's back with South Africa. And Peterson, JP Peterson. The Springboks going for try number 3 in this first half.
England cannot afford to let this one go. Really powerful stuff.
And you can see in the England tackles, they know they've got to hold out here. Monya with that latest effort. But South Africa pushing hard. Jacobs, and all this with 14 men, remember. Smith.
Well, this is world champion rugby at the moment from the box.
But turned over, and Danny Kerr gets that ball up away, but only as far as Habana. But Kerr, good chase from him. Jantjies. England commit to the breakdown because they've turned it over again. Shaw, Cipriani. Now Monya has a run. Well, he's got out on the full. Some of the crowd on that far side is screaming late challenge, but the referee is just checking.
England are so committed to winning the turnover and putting numbers in. When they do get the ball, too often there's very limited options there. That's brilliant defensive work there.
Okay.
Simon Shaw involved. That was Danny Kerr. But Ugo Monya, when he got that ball from Cipriani, England so limited in terms of numbers. South Africa always seem to have more green shirts in defence than England have going forward at the moment.
Simbit is over. Umtawa Rira is coming back on, along with Danny Rousseau. Had to go off because of the forward front row replacement required.
Well, look at this. I mean, England haven't conceded any turnovers. South Africa have 5, but South Africa have a 20 points to 6 lead. But sometimes England don't concede turnovers because they don't risk. They don't take the risk. They secure ball, and it's not quick enough ball. They've got to blast into South Africa, pick up the pace of this game.
Well, Pele going off. He's won 3 caps, all as a replacement here at Twickenham.
Away one.
Might see him again later. So that potential storm weathered well by South Africa. In fact, they were the ones with the thunder and lightning. And that's half-time. Your assessment of that first period, Stuart?
Well, I'm afraid England have had quite a lot of territory and they haven't been able to do anything. They haven't really looked like scoring a try apart from Armitage. When South Africa have got there, the power of the forwards has surged for one, and then another error from England. One way or another, England are making too many errors and it's costing them.
Well, England didn't score a try against South Africa in the World Cup final, or in the pool meeting, of course, in Paris, charge down kick. But worryingly for England, South Africa took a grip towards half-time in that spell, and it was with 14 men when they upped the pace.
Yeah, they're so dynamic. There's a dynamic man, Oz Durant. He had that horrible moment when Scott Gibbs put him on his backside on the Lions tour. But there's a man who won 2 World Cups, there's a man who believes in himself, and at the moment, South Africa with the drive, the dynamism, they're 40 minutes from a very fine end to what has been a difficult year. No wonder Big Ox is smiling, but as for England, Martin Johnson, I think, is 40 minutes from a full-scale crisis.
South Africa start this second half, and as they did with a restart in the first half, put the ball straight out. Conrad Jantjies, the culprit again. South Africa wins on this ground in recent times. Rare species. Won here in 2006, only win in their last 7 at Twickenham. Wasn't always like that in the early years when these two met. It was all South Africa.
South Africa, start of each half, giving England an opportunity. In the first half, England, when they did get opportunities, couldn't take them. Cipriani talked in the week about taking advantage when they're in the red zone. England haven't looked like taking advantage there. They need to be more creative here. That's an awful start for England there. Feed
Crooked put in from Danny Kerr, free kick. Referees have been told to look out for that. And again, another opportunity squandered.
Here's Rousseau.
Wasn't he strong with that try?
He's a very good player. It's a very good